Good morning. And today is going to be an awesome Tuesday. Wow, we're so close to Thanksgiving. I mean, I just can't believe this year has just flown by. I feel like from March till like September is a blur. It's like what happened, what was going on. It's like it just went by so quick. But here we are, Tuesday, and what's going on with us? Today, I want to talk a little bit about depression. Do you have depression? A lot of people can be depressed and they don't even know it because it becomes almost normal to them. Um, People with depression have a depressed mood. So, in other words, you ever heard somebody say, I just feel down today? I feel low. That's depressed mood. Or it could be loss of interest. So, if you know, like somebody used to like to play video games every day and now they don't want to play, or somebody used to always be outside and now they're only inside, um, more than likely they're depressed. It's so important for us to safeguard our mental health as well as other people's mental health, our family, our children. We have to have an awareness. One of the big things now is they say is stay woke. Well, we got to stay woke when it comes to our mental health. Um, when a person is depressed, remember our mind and our body are directly connected. So there's some somatic symptoms that come with depression, and fatigue is one of them. Maybe you slept 10 hours, maybe you slept 12, 14 hours, but you still feel really, really tired. That's because you're depressed. Um, what else is there? Insomnia. So either you're not sleeping, you can't sleep, or you're sleeping too much. I know some of my clients have said that they can lay in the bed for hours and hours. They're not watching TV, they're not reading, they're not doing anything. They're just laying there, can't go to sleep. Again, ours said it's the opposite side where all you do is sleep. You know, um, I'm not hungry. Changing how I want to eat. So either I don't eat and I lose weight, or I binge eat and I gain weight. Those are all signs of depression, and that's the somatic side. And it could also be psychomotor agitation. So, like, either you're slow to respond, or even your thoughts can slow down. You're slow to answer questions, poor concentration, you can't focus, you know. Um, you have to think also that a lot of people feel like, well, I get up every day and I go to work. Doesn't mean you're not depressed. It's just like they have people that are alcoholics, but they're functioning alcoholics. They go to work every day, right? So I guess let's make up a word. We're functioning depressionists, right? So we're depressed, but we have bills to pay and we get that. So no matter what, we're going to get up. Um, with the non-somatic things, it could be just that attitude, suicidal ideation, or just thinking about death all the time. I've heard people say before, well, I don't want to kill myself, but I'm cool if I don't wake up in the morning. You know, thoughts of death. Those are not thoughts of a person who's not depressed. Um, so I want you to be aware of that and know and think about yourself. But before you diagnose yourself with depression, a great thing to do would be to go to the doctor and let them clear you and make sure that it's nothing medical first. And then after you know it's nothing medical, the doctor himself will probably tell you you need to go talk to someone or you need an antidepressant, um, whatever it takes. I used to suffer from depression quite frequently. Sometimes I was able to get up and go to work, and sometimes I wasn't. I used to just say I was sick all the time, but I'm no longer that way. So I'm letting you know from my own experience that there is hope. You don't have to keep going through life suffering in silence. You don't have to keep going in life with that lack of motivation. There is joy And I want you to be able to find that. Joy is just the complete opposite of depression, cheerfulness. Those are the things that I want you to walk in, not depression. So if you can see any of those symptoms in yourself, then I want you to go to the doctor and clear it, and then seek help if you need it. If you need to talk to someone, get it out. See what the real deal is, what the problem is. Because that would be one of the first goals with depression, is to find out what's making you depressed. You got to identify the source of your depression and then be able to talk about it. Sometimes it's not one thing, sometimes it's many things. Sometimes it's old trauma from childhood or when you were a teenager or adulthood, whatever it is. Maybe you struggled with obesity, maybe you were bullied. Whatever it is, you got to talk about it and get it out and find a new way of thinking. What happens a lot of times when you're depressed is you have negative self thoughts. I can't get better. I'll never be happy. I'll never get that. I'll never win, you know, because of how life has treated you thus far. But things can change, and I encourage you to get help and get to that other side. I remember one time Bishop Noel Jones preached a message, and it was the other side of pain is glory. So that's my message to you today, is that the other side of your pain can be glory, but we got to get you to the other side. So be encouraged today. And it's Tuesday, and put your mental health first. And then let's do as we're going to always do, and let's make today amazing.